Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Got a battle on the Yankee map, and we're following Kirjiel from 1AR in the T71 DA. So, Tier 7 US light tank. Criticised last year for being one of the worst light tanks in the game, so we'll see how he utilises it. And uses it on this map as well. Alright, so he's heading to the hill on the north side to get some early spotting for tanks crossing up to the railway station. Also get challenged by tanks that come up there from the other side, of course, because it's in the middle of that area, so be careful. But of course he's got light tank camo, and as long as he doesn't fire, he won't get spotted too easily. If there's another light tank on the ground, which there is, the AMX, you will get spotted just as easily by someone using CVS, which is about. Anyway, spotted the Borlak tank now, that's interesting. Load is a tier 6 tank, and this is a tier 6, tier 7 game, so it's top tier in terms of this vehicle. But Borlak is a pretty useful heavy tank in the game. So we spotted 750 hit points worth of damage. You can do some damage to this Skoda. It's a nice shot there. Oh, and another shot when he goes blind, he gets the kill, so that's pretty handy. And Skoda driver will be pretty unhappy, I would think, going down so early in the game. So that's the case. Now, why is he pulling back here? No real support, so if that Borlak pushes up, there's no one really to shoot him, even while he's spotted on top of the hill. So coming back to this secondary hill here, spot the Borlak peeking, and he certainly informed his team about all the heavy tanks coming up there through the railway station, so there's not much point staying in that area. But certainly if the Borlak decides, oh, I'm not getting spotted, we'll come further up, he'll be able to spot him, and he does support there with the TDs on the railway line. So again, I think he's decided is that they can probably do their own spotting from where they are. They're concentrated on the railway line. So he's taking a big circle here to make sure he doesn't get spotted by anyone. He can do some damage to those tanks, well, he can certainly try. So standard rate is APCR, quite reasonable shot velocity there, 1219. And he's just going to go for a really low percentage shot there, trying to Cupola snipe the IS-2. The IS-2 is moving around just a little bit, and he's unlikely to land a shot there. Oh, just missed the opportunity on the enemy light tank there, the AMX 1375, but I think he's going to give him another opportunity here. So he's just gone to reload to go for his premium rounds here, just to make sure there's no mistake there. And pulling up to a bush here, so I've lost sight of the AMX, but I'm sure he will appear shortly if he's being that aggressive, and here he comes. So he just pulls back through the bush to make sure he doesn't get spotted when he fires. Gets one shot in, and should get another shot here. Oh, armor not hit, typical, and that gets the killing shot there. So it takes out the only enemy light tank in the game. So pretty handy first up. 2 kills now to Kirjiel. His team had a little bit of a disadvantage here in hit points. They're nearly 1500 hit points behind. See the IKB 65 has lost a fair chunk of its hit points, and so has the Super Hellcat. So it has a BZ 44, so there's a few 3 tanks there that have really been punished quite a bit. Kirjiel deciding, alright, time to switch sides. You can spot the tanks in the middle from where he's going, of course, the view range that he's got. He might be able to put some shots actually in while he's going the IS, he might be able to shoot him. The IS seems to be knowing he's been spotted. He puts a nice shot in there, and goes for a second blind shot and gets the kill. So another blind shot kill. So he'll have some damage at the end that's not showing up just yet. Only 582 damage showing, but he's probably got another couple of hundred hit points worth of damage there. So he comes to the middle here, you can pop up through these bushes and spot the TDs at the back. You have to be careful. In fact, there's a T29 being spotted. I am Noob48. Okay, alright, I'll take your word for it. But also spotted a Passato, Italian TD. It picks up scissor damage there, and now the MX M445 is crossing. Is he going to go for a shot? Yes, he does, and gets the kill. So another kill there to Kirjiel. Gets spotted as a result, of course, because of the short range between him and the target. But has the ditch to fall back into. So 6-all now. So that's getting still even in kills. There's the T29. So he just missed the opportunity for a side shot there, but again, pretty risky in his position. Super Hellcat asking for help. So, right, let's go and see what we can spot here. Can we do anything with our pew gun against the T29? It's a fairly formidable heavy tank at tier 7. And he gets spotted there as he crosses by the T29, I'd say. So he needs to make sure he goes dark before he pops out again. And he's going to have the luxury of a frontal shot on the T29, which is not necessarily as big a challenge as it sounds. Definitely it's got a very strong turret, but the lower front plate is definitely penable. Kirjiel's got a full clip of his standard rounds loaded, and okay, looks like he's got the opportunity to get some flanking shots here on the T29. And here he goes, so it stops. So the T29 is aware of what's going on, bounces his first shot. That's a bit unusual, and he's continuing to punish the T29 until he's got to face forward and he's running away, but he reduces him down to 114 hit points, and the Hellcat takes him out. The Super Hellcat, I should say. It's a good move there. Alright, but in the meantime, their team's lost 4 tanks to the enemy's 3, so they're now 1 tank down and a significant number of hit points, although the gap is closed a little bit there as well. So still 7 minutes to go. You don't want to throw away your hand too early. Let's have a look at the team list. So besides the Passato that we saw, there's a Super Hellcat and a Scorpion, as well as an SU-100. So only Passato and SU-100 have been spotted. And then there's the remaining heavy tank, the IS-2, and an M44 artillery. Unfortunately, they've lost their artillery, so it's going to cause a bit of a problem, I would think. Can you get any shots in here on the IS-2? That's the question. Luckily, the Polak tank has been disposed of, so there shouldn't necessarily be someone on this flank, but you cannot really tell because you don't know whether any of the TDs are going to push up on this side. And they're asking for a bit of spotting help. Kirjiel's already got 4 kills, so he's got more kills than everyone else. Now, he did get spotted then, so who was that by? Not necessarily the IS-2. Is someone up here? Possibly a TD, but what is he going to find? Or I think there's a TD on the side of the railway line that he didn't spot, which now would be unusual. But of course the TD could be sitting under a camo net. So he's just popping up here, and there you go, spotted the Super Hellcat. Now that's probably what spotted him. And then of course artillery coming, can only be the enemy artillery. There's no one on the side left. Oh no, they do actually have an M44 left, so they've lost one there on that artillery, so just missed that, apologies. So he does some artillery support, but he needs to get rid of this Super Hellcat, so he just pulls up here, just a spot, and there's the Super Hellcat coming up. So he wants to keep him lit, hopefully the artillery can zero in on him. He does have an SU-100 on his side, who can possibly help from his position. The Super Hellcat not really revealing himself too clearly. Super Hellcat is full strength as well. He's got actually less hit points than Kirjiel has, but not by a whole lot. Alright, the Ice has managed to take out the Basotto, so that's a nice win there. And look, they're absolutely identical in hit points now. In fact, they can put an equal sign there, that's really nice for them. We wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two numbers, but here we might put a shot into the Super Hellcat. No, but the Super Hellcat obviously knows he's getting spotted every time he comes up. 4.5 minutes to go. I'll see where the enemy yard is down the back there. No side shots on the IS-2, and Super Hellcat really being a problem here in terms of blocking the action. And they just lost their Super Hellcat. He was very low health, so that's not that surprising, but he must have been spotted in the middle there. Kirjiel actually gets spotted that time, so that isn't helpful. Gone into the last 4 minutes of the game. Kirjiel's got 4 kills. He's got a bit over 1,500 of damage if we allow for those blind shots. And he takes a hit from the Super Hellcat who's waiting for him, and the artillery comes in to give a stun. That is unfortunate, but hopefully can get to a point where he can shoot back or just relocate and find a way around this. And that's what he's decided to do. Of course, the Super Hellcat likely to outspot the SU-100. So it's a TD, but Soviet TDs don't have the greatest view range. So Kirjiel just propping him, hoping that the Super Hellcat will push up forward once he realises he's not being spotted. But he's going to be brave enough to keep going, that's the question. 3 minutes to go. Time is ticking down. Oh, as the enemy Super SU-100 has moved all the way up here. He's right at the back, facing the other way, trying to get side shots into things. So he's opposing the side of his own tank to Kirjiel. One more shot and get the kill, and he does. So that's 5 kills there to Kirjiel. He's got the most kills of his team. Doesn't get spotted by all of that, so he just looks out in the direction to the enemy Super Hellcat, make sure he's not pushing. He'll be able to do a lot about it at this point in time. He's reloading, so artillery puts in a blind shot there. And the IS is asking for help. Yeah, well, fair enough. Hit with a heavy tank, that's okay. He gets some spotting. Well, the IS has got most of his hit points, but obviously he doesn't want to go out in the open against 2 TDs and an artillery. The enemy IS-2 is still around. And we've gone into the last 2 minutes of the game. This is really going to be a close game. Potentially heading for a draw, and that's a definite possibility on this map. So Kirjiel just looking for a spot. Oh, there's the IS-2, and he's got the side of him. One more shot in, and he'll get the kill. Oh no, one more. That's it. That's not the kill. So that brings up his top gun. 1.5 minutes to go. Artillery takes a chunk out of him. Could go after the artillery, but that wouldn't be all that helpful, and he'd be exposed to the Super Hellcat. The IS is now pushing up, and I think he's taking some hits from the Super Hellcat, so that's not going to be that pleasant. SU-100 is sitting in the back doing not a whole lot. And the artillery showing what artillery can do in a close situation, which is not a whole lot. So 1 minute to go, and there's 3 tanks to kill. This is definitely heading for a draw here. Where is that? Scorpion. Now this is the US Scorpion, the M56, not the German Tier 8 TD. And he spotted him, and he's been spotted as well. Now is he just AFK? No, he's moving, so what would he be doing there? That's the kill, so he's definitely hiding. This is a strategy. If you think you're not going to win and you want to force a draw, you need to survive. So he's definitely hiding the back, safe from artillery. Kirjiel can kill him, I suppose, when he's full health. And He'll get his clip in, but may not be enough. And he can certainly take a hit from the Scorpion, which he does. Get one more shot in. That's only 3 seconds to go. It's the end of Kirjiel, but he's still got other tanks in the game, so this is going to be a draw. And that's unfortunate. Okay, well, he's ended up with 3.2k of damage and the 6 kills, so he's earned the Top Gun and the High Caliber award. It's always a great result for a light tank. And the Tank Sniper award. And that's earned him the Ace Tanker Mastery badge as well. So let's have a look at the team score. Alright, so it's a draw, of course, so no one wins, but he's earned up 907 base experience, which we'll have a look at. He will get the Courageous Resistance Award, so I'll see what that adds, and that'll tell you what he would have got if he in a win. Next best tank was the VZ44. No, actually, let's just rewind that. The IS actually ended up with the next best experience, but not a whole lot, and the damage just not really what you should be getting in an IS. The VZ, yeah, came in third with 1500 damage, and that was the next highest damage there. So Kirjiel really dominating that game, and unfortunately couldn't carry it. Now on the enemy side, the M44 did the most EXP, which is, yes, I suppose not such a surprise, but top damage the IS-2, and closely followed by the Scorpion, who, yeah, obviously that was his strategy to try and force the draw, was to run away. Even he got found. It did lead to Kirjiel's demise, but didn't really matter because time had run out. Alright, so back to Kirjiel's game. He ended up firing 28 shots, 26 hits, so it's great shooting accuracy there, 23 penetrations. There you go, an additional amount being added for Courageous Resistance, that's the achievement. So he's ended up making a nice profit there of just under 21k, and 500 added to his base, so yeah, 1400 and 7 of base experience is what he would have earned if it was a win, so definitely into the Ace Tanker territory there. So another great game there from Kirjiel, dominating the lower tiers, but nonetheless unable to really force a win in that particular game, so unfortunate as well. Anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.